but I'm open to learning that and exploring that as well.
Okay, we can get information for you on that.
I mean, I want to ask that. My vet, her son, Dr. Butler, her son is a really cool kid, Alex. He's really into beer, so I want to snatch him up and bring him in there because he's knowledgeable about it. And he's from the neighborhood too. So, you know, I'm on 145th. They're on I'm on 144th from Convent. They're on like right across the street from City College. So,
Yeah, they're on 145th.
yeah, you know, so yeah. And Alex is a good kid, so I want to bring him in. You know? We're looking to hire people from the neighborhood, of course.
What were your price points be for your food?
They'll range between, I believe, like the lowest is $85 up to like you know, maybe $20 at the most. It's not. It's probably more like $17, $18.
And how about cocktails? Do you have that sense of your price point?
Yeah, like cocktails are probably around $13. Beer is starting at $5 to $8. You know, we'll be offering flights so people can do samples. That'll be about $20. So.
Oh, will you have a wine list?
Yes. Yes, we'll have wine too.
And you have a 10-year lease?
Yes.
Has that lease been signed already?
Yes.
Okay. Now you, as far as entertainment, your notice says you'll have background music, karaoke once a month.
Yes.
And but your 30-day notice didn't check the box for live music. What are your plans?
That's still, it's not confirmed yet. You know, we're still trying to make sure that we'll be able to have enough room for that. But I think we included it just so we can have the option of doing it. But it would be like maybe like a jazz brunch situation or something like that. Something really small and intimate. Nothing. We don't have that much space to do too much.
How about disc jockeys?
Yeah, DJ. Maybe on the weekend, like for the brunch.
How about weekend nights?
No, we'll keep with the regular, you know, the music that we have there.
Pandora's cool.
How about loud amplified music that keeps your neighbors awake?
No. Our neighbors have been there for a while. We don't want to disrupt them too much. We want to keep it as, you know, we want to keep it as quiet as possible. We don't want to create too much, you know, noise for them. But we're, you know, definitely have a reinforced soundproofing, like beyond what the standard is what we're installing in there.
You are soundproofing.
Yeah.
Pay close attention to your pipes.
Okay, I wouldn't have thought about
The
that.
sound goes up the pipes.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. So you gotta put,
Okay, cool. No,
yeah.
because our partner is one of our partners is he owns the building, so you know we don't want to. That's what his, you know. That's his money. Don't want to do that.
I see you gave us a petition signed by about 20 or so people. These include residents of the building itself?
Yeah, not on that one. I have another one that just came in with the residents from the building, but yeah, those are definitely people in the immediate.
Okay.
neighborhood.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, I'll
give me
send it to you. Yeah.
Okay, that would be great. Just to know, I like what you did with your petition, where you say in the petition, signatures should be from residents of buildings, adjoining buildings, and within a 2-block area of property in question. I'm going to tell people to start putting that on the petition, so we don't have to, you know, go through signatures for Brooklyn and Washington.
We went right to, you know, the French restaurant across the street. We went to the West Indian restaurant right across the street. We went to the juice bar around the corner. We went right to, you know.
Most of your complaints will come from people above you
Yeah.
and joining buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we, you know, because we've had issues in that immediate area, noise, you know, trash, cigarette butts. So you will, you know, your neighbors will let you know if that's, an issue. They'll let us know, and then we'll let you know. So it's, you know, announce the prevention, to say.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what else we need. As you can tell from talking to our esteemed renewal people, we like to have our new applicants be aware that we want to see people involved in the community, contributing to various, causes and charities. That there are lots of schools, churches, organizations that need, could use your energy and use your support. So we hope that you're open to that.
Well, I live here. This is where my kids go to School of the Arts. They go to Dance Theater of Harlem. I utilize my neighborhood. So I'm all for it. Anything that anybody would need, I feel like that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you plan to have security?
Yeah, we'll have probably on the weekend. We'll probably hire a guy. But, just really to check IDs, because we serve beer, But I don't really think beer gardens really, are a place where you get too rowdy.
How about TVs?
We should get one.
We'll have, and the projector in the back.
You guys can be more like Harlem Tavern or Beer International? Or neither?
Beer International, if closer to Beer International, definitely not Harlem Tavern.
How big is the space? How many square feet?
1,200 square feet.
On one level?
Yes,
50 seating capacity?
roughly, yes.
Any questions from the board?
You got it all.
You covered it all.
I have a cheat sheet here. Okay, anything from the community?
Can you give us, I'm sorry, so what was your background again? I know you're a trainer.
I train baseball players in the off season. So
And me, I am an event planner. I've been running my own business for about, 10 to 15 years, 12 years, about 12 years. So I do a lot of corporate events. I worked in entertainment for a long time. I manage talent. What else?
I've known you since high school.
I know, right?
There are a lot of things you do.
That's my thing. Oh, and I work with a lot of nonprofits. I do fundraising events for nonprofit organizations.
Any questions from the community? Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, next up, new application from Harlem Burger Company LLC, wine and beer application, 2190 Federal Boulevard, northeast corner of 18th Street.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Place that we're going to, how are you? Close it down.
So we have here the operator of Harlem Pizza Company on 116.
160, 135, West 160.
Okay, so you go from Harlem Pizza Company to Burger Company.
Correct.
What is your vision for?
Well, you want to do the...
Go right ahead, tell me your vision.
I live right across the street. I live above Best Market, and I moved there when the building was built, and I've seen over the years, I don't know if you're familiar with that corner.
Yeah.
It's been, over the past 8-9 years, it's changed several operators.
Couple of seafood places.
A couple of seafood places, and when I first moved there, it was the original, I believe, Harlem Seafood. It was like a fish and chips, which was a broken down
That young
space.
lady had a fish place there as well.
So after that, first operator was the fireman gentleman. We turned it into a wing spot. Just wing it.
Yeah.
And then there were 2, I believe, consecutive fish spots opened up using the same renovation, which was actually done by a TV show in 4 days, which I know, we're finding out now through the construction process. You can build in 4 days, but you're not doing a fantastic job. So the last operator was actually the landlord itself, which is Canaan Baptist Church. After going through several operators, they finally said, and I understand that the operators had back rent and arrears, and so they said, we own the property, it's got the infrastructure, why don't we try it ourselves? and it didn't work. Obviously, a non-for-profit, you know, operating a business like this with lots of challenges didn't work. And with the pizza place, I built a close relationship with the church. You know, donating pizza and you know, other various donations to their causes as well, and attending their church as well from time to time. And I approached the church and I said that I would be officially interested, and through a board process and some contenders, they elected to go with my vision. So the vision is a fast casual burger spot at the end of the day, a little bit of a shift from what it has been operated in its previous years. And we're obviously changing the interior, which I think needed a new blood, it needed new concept, and sort of the new feel of Harlem, if you will. So the concept is handheld burgers, 4-ounce handheld burgers, a variety of them, and not to take away completely from the previous life of the space. We will have some fish, we will have some chicken to continue that trend, because it's part of the culture and so forth. So we don't just want to do away with that. We have the infrastructure there, the kitchen is there, which we didn't touch. So we have that to be able to serve those items as well. The seating will be communal style. We won't have table-side service. It'll be over the counter. And to accompany that, the idea is to have obviously a couple of kinds of beers, and we won't have an extensive wine selection. It'll mainly be small split bottles, if that. We're looking to employ, much like the pizza place, again, this is about slightly bigger than the pizza place, probably in total about 10 people on a given shift division. The idea is probably 4 to 5 people should be able to handle this.
Which pizza place?
I started in 2014, the end of 2014, I started Harlem Pizza Company.
Oh.
Which is on 116th Street.
I know. Okay. Yeah, right.
Competition.
1-4 now.
Yeah.
Establishment.
The competition.
Okay, then
Pizza.
It's
No.
on Lennox.
No.
You asked, what was the question you asked?
If we had a competition.
There was a
There
there was
is,
a
on
place that-
Lennox.
Okay, they
There
had
will be.
like a very big pizza competition that got a lot of the. I sent something out maybe 2 weeks ago about that, but I thought it was your
No. The pizza place, 90% of our employees are local, and we have the intention to do the same, but how it happened in the pizza place is purely coincidence. Our executive chef lives on 120th and Lexington. One of our other managers, Pizziolas, lives right above us. We had an employee that lived directly across the street on 116th Street. The farthest person really is on 90th Street and Broadway. I'm on 118th Street. All of the other sort of delivery guys, dishwashers are immediately in the 5-6 block radius. So for us, because we're small, it's more sort of guys come in, ladies come in and ask if we're looking to hire, and we'll always take their names down. And of course, for scheduling purposes and availability, we want them to be close by just in case someone calls in sick or they're not available. We can make that shift switch easily, if you will. So again, we will do the same. In fact, we're probably going to hire one of the previous ladies who worked at the fish shop. We'll have an interview with them, and then maybe even another gentleman. So for us, community is important. Much like the pizza place, we always say we're by the community, for the community, really, with a larger vision to build the brand and then grow and take it from there.
So it's, are you sort of recreating the same type of atmosphere and experience as you have at the Harlem Pizza Company?
The atmosphere will be similar, if you will, and you know we try to look at what's available. You know, we try to be cost conscious when we're renovating as well. So of course we're changing a lot of things, but leaving the main infrastructure in place. Aesthetically, when you walk in, it'll be very different from what it used to be. So it will be different, yes.
Is the space disabled, accessible, handicap accessible?
The door is, the bathroom is, yes, the other thing is we don't have a bar, so there is no bar. It's purely, again, over the counter. It'll be a couple of beers, a few beers on top, maybe a bottle or two, so no bar.
The capacity is 3 large communal tables, seating about 30.
Now, have you sought any petitions of support, letters of support?
We have one in place by the owner of Double Touch, Mess Hall, and a few of the other coffee places that they own. I am in progress of completing the petition, getting the petition signed. I'm about halfway through. I will definitely submit that. It's just been a little cold, and it's easier obviously when you're open and then you're trying to do this so you can have it signed, but you know, walking around the street, explaining to people is a little harder.
If we approve you today, we would have you come into our general board meeting the first Wednesday of March, so if you can get that petition.
Those letters will be in place,
before
and
that.
yeah.
Because what we do here will be condition on receiving
Sure.
that material. How long's your lease?
So the lease is actually a 5-year term with 3 consecutive renewals. Because the building is owned by a non-profit, there are certain caps by regulation, and 5 years is a limit that is in place. So that's the first 5 years, but then we have 3 consecutive renewals, so for a total of 20.
We provided you with a copy of the lease at that back.
So your hours of operation, 11 on weekdays, 2 a.m. on weekends?
So the idea over there is, you know, weekdays will probably close around 10 to 11, but Friday and Saturday we want to test out to see if there is, because of, you know, the surrounding, let's say, on 126th Street, from 126th Street to 110th Harlem Tavern, there really, we feel that there might be a little market over there for a 12 to 2 a.m. type of market for sort of people who are coming back home, if you will, to grab a bite. We're looking for a late night snack, if you will. We're going to test it. I'm not married to that, you know, 2 a.m. Time, but it's something that, you know, I wanted to place in because we'll probably give it a try.
I know Mess Hall has a very limited food menu.
Yeah.
So we could probably get some of that outflow at
Perhaps, yeah.
midnight or so.
Sure.
After
Exactly.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got
Price
you.
range for the burgers?
Yep, that's mine. Cut me off. I'm about to ask that question. Do you have a price point for the burgers?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you know, you really can't go super high because it's these are handheld 4-ounce burgers, so the starting point will probably be around $6.95 or so. And then with some specialty burgers with the added ingredients, it'll probably go up to $8.50, $8.95, and then your fries and your soda, shakes. So it's the model is, you know, the model, if you will, for this place is somewhat of a Shake Shack type of model, if you will.
Are you going to use Pat LaFrida meat?
I will not use Pat LaFrida meat only because it's overdone, but I will use as good and even better meat.
Have you talked to Shambles?
Shambles I've spoken to for other meats for the pizza place. It's very, very difficult for an operator like us to buy from Shambles because they're buying in limited quantities, and then we're not getting the price point from Shambles. I would love to get things from Shambles. You know, for example, I wanted to buy merguez for the pizza place.
Mhm.
They can sell it to me at $16 a pound. I can get it from a sort of a larger distributor at $7, $6 a pound. So it makes a difference. I would love nothing more.
Yeah. Wow, you might want to talk to Tim again over there, because I think they've ramped up. Because now he has like 8 employees. I mean, there are 2 guys there,
Yeah.
so it might have changed.
Sure.
It's just supporting local business.
Pricing will be, yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
but
yeah,
trust me, I get that.
sure.
That's a drastic.
Yeah.
If it's $1, but
Yeah. Sure.
$10, that's drastic.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, I find your ingredients in the pizza to be of very high quality. But I should have something
Yeah.
to describe.
Absolutely, and that's what we take pride, not to use a cliche word really, but it's important to us. How do we differentiate ourselves from the rest of the city, the rest of our competitors? The mozzarella we use, we started off using still very good mozzarella from large scale providers, purveyors, U.S. Foods or Dairyland, etc. But today we use, for the last, I would say, 9-10 months, we've been using a 5th generation Italian family from Brooklyn, their mozzarella. So, we want to be using, again, with the burger place, very high-end quality ingredients to differentiate ourselves and bring that quality that we as a community really deserve, and differentiate ourselves really from the marketplace.
And I'm assuming little or no, nothing in the way of entertainment.
No. Just background music.
So, just one more question. Since your operation's not going to be a huge place, you're going to rely more on delivery? Is that going to be a big component?
So there will be a delivery component. We'll obviously work out the kinks the first month or 2 internally, and then we'll look at. So for the pizza place, for example, we have our own delivery business. I resisted for a while not to deal with Seamless or the other sort of channels. We started Seamless recently. Perhaps this is also goes back to your question earlier. How do you develop the business, etc. So Seamless is on board. Amazon Prime approached us. They're starting food delivery. They're launching in March, I believe. They're only starting in the city with 250 restaurants, with restaurants that have 4+ star reviews. So they wanted us on board for the pizza. They're only using 1, maybe 2 restaurants from one particular cuisine per zip code. So those things we'll start using once we start getting comfortable with the flow of efficiency and work.
Yes, so what is your square footage?
It is around somewhere between, I would say, 850 to 900.
And how many other businesses in the neighborhood have takeout?
I would say quite a few. You've got, you have Bad Horse Pizza up the block. They have takeout. They have delivery business. You have, again, up the block, Savon that does takeout. Going south, I don't know about, Red Rooster, not Red Rooster, sorry, Street Bird. Street Bird has delivery. I'm not sure about Holland Tavern and a couple of the other places, a couple of blocks down, but I mean, depending on your product and service and your space, a lot of people rely on delivery.
But you won't have any competition basically on hamburgers?
No, and we won't have in our immediate, I would say, 4 or 5 blocks up until Harlem Shake really is our first direct competitor, if you will. But in terms of meat quality, etc., and style will be unique for our particular immediate few block radius.
Did you build your space out? You built it out completely, or you said you didn't touch the kitchen, but did you
Yes.
A lot of renovation?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So what we did was, you know, and you know, this is a theme that's been done a little bit, but you know, it works well. The building is unique, I think. It has a lot of interesting features, and once we took out some of the sheetrock walls, you have beautiful red brick. So we're working around that with exposed, a little bit of exposed brick, adding some chalkboard feature to it. So it'll be, again, like John, you said, a little bit close to the pizza place, but a touch higher and a slightly different feel, if you will. So we're taking it up a notch, if you will, but still using some of the building's features in the place.
Any other questions from the board?
When is it opening?
We're hoping for first half of March.
Signatures.
I'm sorry?
Signatures.
They're going to
They're
provide.
gonna be.
I'm halfway through the list.
And we want to, of course, see present building.
Sure, I will get that.
About wine, if you are going to deliver, is it okay for you to deliver wine?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to get clarity on it, but typically we don't deliver wine, so yeah, it's not.
But if someone comes in there, they can purchase the wine or whatever.
Yes, of course, on premise.
Are there any questions from the community? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, final new application, new wine and beer application, Darryl Burnett. This is the new place to be called Bell, 2363 on Clayton Powell Jr. between 138 and 139 Street. Yeah, you these guys are moving into a busy block.
Yes.
Honeydew Road on one end, Harlem Nights on the other end, directly across the street. I don't have a copy. And you have another outside the applicant to the other corner right next door. Highest.
But the financing
So, tell us a little bit about what you plan.
I guess I'll start off. My name is Javier Ralph, and I'll let Darryl go into
My building is filled with like trendy guys. A lot of people in theater, a lot of people are actors, musicians. They would love that.
It's going to be an intimate atmosphere. The space is 300 square feet. Yeah, so it's the seating for 12. And
12?
Yeah, right.
I'll explain a little more.
Alright, he's going to go into it, but basically, yeah. So then he has he signed a lease that has a 3+3 option. That's basically what you have here. And he has extensive experience in the restaurant business. And then I guess I'll leave it for any other questions.
I've met you a few times. I know you worked in restaurants and businesses in the neighborhood before.
Sir.
And what made you decide to take this leap?
Well, thank you. My name is Darryl Burnett. I graduated from the Culinary Institute of America. I worked for Jean-Georges Montgretchen. I know Marcus Tomlinson, former executive chef, Bergdorf Goodman's on Fifth Avenue. Wow. I've done a lot of consulting with Five and Diamond, Hyacinth Haven, quite a bit. What we're doing, Bell will be Harlem's first chef's table. We're going to bring a trend. A lot of the restaurants are doing, for example, there's a restaurant in Brooklyn called Brooklyn Fair. 12, I think it's 17 seats there. There's also a Take Root restaurant. There's a 12-seat team, couple, partner, wife. They run the restaurant. So what we're doing is, it's a very intimate 12-seat restaurant. There will be, employees will be, including me, will be about 4 to 5 folks. They're all chefs or chefs that I've worked with before. They work here, they work here in the community right now. As far as like, forgive me if I jump, as far as like bringing more people into the fold, a lot of the chefs or cooks that are working in the community here are very familiar with me, and they're waiting to join the team. We are also hoping to eventually, well, I don't want to go that far, but so the cuisine is called Comfort Chic. We're offering a comfort chic. So it's comfort food that basically, when I was working at Bergdorf Goodman's, I realized that the ladies, even though they had very expensive shoes and whatnot, they really like good food. So what I was basically feeding these ladies was my grandmother's cooking with a little spin on it. Nicer ingredients, some truffles here and there. So one of the things that we're going to do is something I've been working on for a while. It's a macaroni and cheese spring roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the comfort food idea, add some French, some Italian, some nice touches to it. Also, keeping in touch and in mind with the health aspect of it, I worked with Wellness in the Schools, which is a program through Chef Bill Telepan. They placed a classically trained chef in the schools, and we taught the staff how to cook healthy meals and healthy from scratch. That was very eye-opening. I also the former chef of Ethical Culture School So there, what I did there is while just running the program, we also taught the kids. We did a lot of cooking. We made sushi. So one of the things I realized by being there, having the resources that those children had, and then also working with some of the public schools, there was a drastic difference, which doesn't need to be, because it was just a matter of teaching the staff how to cook properly. No one was there or seemed to want to be there to take the time to teach the cooks in the public schools, whereas when you have ethical culture, you had a classically trained chef, executive chef, we had everything. So I want to, a part of the community of working with Harlem Business Alliance, Harlem Park to Park. We have a very strong relationship. I actually helped Tony from Harlem Grown dig that hole for the greenhouse there. So, yeah. So we have a very strong relationship with Tony. So that being said, because we only have 12 seats, we have our menu will be set